pace car has rolled off here at Pocono, and we are green. Kevin Harvick is leading Clint Boyer, his SHR teammate, down into turn number one.
Newman trying to make a move to the inside there.
Oh yeah, Newman tries to make a move there on the outside. Johnson trying to peek up there on the high side.
Ooh, will he hook the 14? Someone's gonna have to lift.
Oh, tight moment right there. Looks like Johnson lifted out of that just a tiny bit. Man, Eric Almirola is up there a lot higher than we have seen him this season. He has really had a bad year, but he's up there in the mix today.
He's currently taking fire from the 24 Byron, and they are really close off that corner.
Johnson in the wall pretty hard there. Not enough to do much damage, but definitely not going to help that 48 car.
Ooh, 24 all over the bumper of that 10 car.
Oh yeah, the 19's working over the 48 as well. Man, close moments there as they race off the corner.
He is on his bumper at Pocono.
Oh yeah, pretty much drafting down the straightaway. Kevin Harvick, though, has escaped to a massive lead. Look like Ryan Blaney's giving a shot to the 9 there. Moved him up the hill a little bit.
Oh, 22's giving him a shot.
Collected. Ooh, really tight there. On board with the spirits, Cam. As he tries to make a move here with the 24 sliding up in front of him.
Ooh, 24's sitting at 3 wide.
Ooh, that might not stick. Contact. 19 into the wall a little bit there, but everyone scatters and is okay.
Thankfully.
Yes.
Harvick's still your leader.
88 giving a shot to the 22 there.
Been a pretty good race.
Exciting racing, but they've kept it fairly clean.
By clean, you mean hitting the wall? Ooh, someone must have.
Alright guys, just letting you know this is going to be more of a highlight race today. You will get to see all the exciting moments, but we don't expect Pocono to be too thrilling, so we'll just get to you with exciting moments and crashes.
Here's a battle for the lead. Jimmy Johnson going to the inside of Kevin Harvick.
Johnson cuts to the bottom of Kevin Harvick here on lap number 4. Harvick pinches him down a little bit, and he will retain the lead for now. Johnson is as hungry as ever for his first win of the season, but here comes Clint Boyer with a run on Jimmy Johnson. Johnson did not get a good run off of that corner as he tried to make the move on Harvick, and now Harvick's SHR teammate is all over him. Here we go.
Ooh, 10 car.
Through the turn, everyone is following the 14 through, but Johnson's going to hold him off using the high lane.
They've all stacked back up now.
Yes, they have. You can tell that low lane is not preferred, and so it is causing a good logjam. There's the 10's going to try to make a move on the bottom. I'm not sure it will work, though, seeing how it's going so far.
He's got to make it stick on his teammate as Jimmy Johnson's gained back in on Harvick.
He's gained on him, but I don't know if he can pass. We have not seen very good passing lanes this far, but Johnson's going to try to peek there.
Got really close
Maybe
back.
he'll try some sort of modified bump and run there, because he's putting the bumper to Kevin Harvick. There goes Johnson pulling low, trying to make the move. He's going to have to get to about his door if he wants to clear.
He's there.
Johnson has got there. Can he complete the pass here in turn number 1? Johnson gets almost clear, but not quite enough.
If he can stay on his quarter panel, he might be able to get him.
He's going to have to try to drag Harvick back to it, but here comes the rest of the pack.
They're side by side right now.
Oh yeah, 2 by 2. This is some good racing right now. Johnson keeps trying to make the move. He is clear of Kevin Harvick.
So slide up in front of him.
Harvick crossed him over. Doesn't look like it. New leader, 48. Clint Boyer's going to try to squeeze by the 4 there for second, and we will stay with live coverage right now as they are 2 by 2.
He's going to slide up a bit, maybe. You got 3 S8.
Looks like he's going to wash up a little bit off the corner there, but he cannot quite get clear of his teammate. Kevin Harvick just is not on it right now. Everyone behind him seems to be faster.
10 car gain on the 14. A lot there. 24
Oh,
sliding
yeah,
up.
he made some big gains. Ooh, almost a little contact right there.
They're really close
Jimmy
in.
Johnson is pulling away ever so slightly, but the 4 car's kind of staying with him. And the 14's making his move right here. He pops to the bottom on his teammate. Can he get under him far enough to make the pass? He got to the front quarter panel, and he might be clear here.
Clint Boyer has had a really good year this season.
He has. He's had a better year than I figured he would. I think he's had, what, 1 win and a bunch of top 5s.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have Almirola backing him right
Eric
here.
Almirola has not had that good of a year, but he's trying to bounce back running in the top 5 here today, and he is up in the mix of things battling for second. This huge battle for second is letting Johnson escape, though.
You got Blaney and Almirola side by side, too. Bowman's making a move. Is that David Reagan?
David Reagan racing in 11th position, keeping up with the leaders.
He might get Logano here soon.
Yeah, he might be looking for a top 10.
Reagan finished second at Daytona.
In that photo finish with Timmy Hill. We expected it would be mostly just highlights this race, but we're seeing a lot of good 2x2, so we'll stay right with
That's 3 wide.
3 wide move, Clint Boyer in the middle, and they're 2 wide behind him.
3 SHR cars, 3 wide.
Little bits of contact throughout that pack. They're going to stay bunched 3 wide right here. This might not work.
Into the tunnel turn. Is that tunnel?
I think it is, and there is big contact there. So far, they keep it straight, but I am not quite sure how. Now they're on the straightaway where they can widen things out a bit, but they probably don't want to try that 3 wide in the corner again.
They're really single file back there, but up here, it's just messes. The 88 might peak here. He thought about it.
The 88 being followed by David Reagan, trying to make a move on some of those guys on the outside lane.
Reagan kind of drifts up a bit too early there.
Oh, but he might be trying to make a move to the outside of Alex Bowman here. We can finally exhale a little bit as that 3 wide is over.
They're still
kind of sorted out.
They're still kind of. Oh, Blaney thought about it. You never know.
He did, and the 24 gets a big shot from his teammate in the 9.
10 car in second.
Ooh,
Joey threw a
big
block.
Move there by Logano. Made a dicey move to block Bowman on the inside lane.
And blocked Harvick on the outside. Or for Blaney.
Yeah, big blocks being thrown all around this track.
We thought we were going to do highlights, but we might as well do live coverage for the first 10 laps.
Oh yeah, this has been a really good race this far, and we're only halfway through. Jimmy Johnson is, of course, still your leader, and I can't say that the 10 is gaining on him, but the 19 seems to have a fast car because he's right on the back bumper of the 10.
I believe they'll need to pit for fuel. What do you think?
I think they might need 1 pit stop this race, but they can make it to maybe lap 18 or 19 before they have to make this stop. And some of them might even try to press it the whole way if they can save a little bit.
Joey, can the outside lane work here, though? That's the question, because Joey just lost to Byron there, and he's going to get side by side by Bowman here. Is that Matt Kenseth back there?
The outside lane is preferred in most cases here at Pocono if you're trying to make a pass. As you see, the 22 pulled away from the 88 a little bit. They're using the outside.
Matt Kenseth up at 12th.
Man, that's a good day for Kenseth. He has really struggled lately. I think he's only had 1 top 10 this season.
Probably at a plate track.
Yeah, and that's not going to cut it for 42 team standards.
Okay.
Looking at the race in the back there, Quinn Houff trying to make a move on some of these guys. They're staying packed up, and I would not think lap traffic would be a factor at a track this big.
Barry Hill trying to get around Bell there. Just giving you a look through the back of the field. Keselowski having a bad day. 21st right now.
Oh, man, he's having a terrible day there in 21st.
Hamlin and Busch.
And Kyle Busch are both struggling. These guys are high up in the points, and they're struggling, battling for 15th.
And Blaney's in 3rd, and he's currently a contender, so...
Yeah, Blaney's sitting nice there in P5. That's really a good spot to be in when you're in this big of a championship battle. And he's peeking on the outside of Clint Boyer.
Can he get the run?
He gets a run, but there's really nowhere to go with it, I don't think, here.
I think Almirola's kind of reeled Johnson a bit back in, but it's still really big distance.
Yes, it is.
The leaders are coming down pit road. Lap car or back markers have already started to pit Johnson to pit road, followed by the field, it seems.
The 10 car gained on him a little bit coming into pit road there. If he has a good pit stop, this could shake things up dramatically. But here you go. Green flag pit stops at Pocono.
Everyone came down pit road. I believe back markers pitted a lap earlier.
They did, which might help them gain just a little bit of ground here. Kevin Harvick has that preferred pit stall. We'll see how well it could work out for him here.
Of course, Almirola's
Johnson
a
is
spot.
on his left sides already. Harvick still on his right. Johnson is down and away. Almirola down and away. Truex down and away. Johnson will easily win the race off the pit road, but Truex will gain a position up to second, and now see what he can do reeling in Jimmy Johnson.
Bowman. What is,
I think Alex Bowman might have stayed out, Luke.
just like in Michigan.
Just like in Michigan, pulling some pit strategy. Or did he pit a lap early?
Bowman
might have pitted a lap early because Bowman is coming at these guys with speed, but he's only in 19th. Yes, Bowman is showing in 19th, but he is way farther up than that.
We'll see what happens when he crosses the line with updates.
I think this might have been a really good pit strategy move to gain Bowman 2, maybe 3 positions. And we know Greg Ives this season has been the king of pit strategy.
I thought the 10 car was going to do a bit better than that on pit road. They lost a lot of ground and a lot of spots.
They did. They're now fighting hard with Ryan Blaney, and it's the 19's turn to see if he can reel in a long gap to Jimmy Johnson.
He's got 6 laps to do it.
He does. I mean, it can be done. I just don't know if he's faster than Jimmy Johnson. Alex Bowman did get up to 5th with that. That was a really good strategy call by Greg Ives. No surprise there.
That's going to get them some points. And Blaney and Almirola side by side. Kind of pinched up there.
Almost contact there with those two. And we will be back to you guys when we've got something to be back with.
Martin Truex Jr. has ran down Jimmy Johnson, running really good lap times.
Truex Jr. has managed to cut his lap times sometimes to under... he couldn't do it that time, but he had one last lap that was under a minute, and he has ran the 48 car down.
He's gaining
Jimmy
a tenth
Johnson
second.
is starting to pull a Matt Ryan and choke this race to Martin Truex Jr., who is almost to his bumper. 3 laps to go. Truex has hunted him down.
Oh, Truex is running so good lap times.
Truex will catch him. The only question is, can he pass him? Because at this point, he's got the draft. Truex has just got to size up what turn and how he wants to make his move.
Will Jimmy Johnson block it?
He's got to try. Johnson is still winless this year. He has finished second multiple times and been very unlucky. Truex sizing him up like a predator sizes up his prey.
This happens every time to Johnson. He loses the race, like in the last 5 laps, so whether it be lap cars or bad luck, as now Truex is hunting him down.
MTJ coming up to his prey, trying to catch Jimmy Johnson.
He ran 2 tenths better that time.
At this point, lap times don't matter. He's to the bumper of Johnson. Here we go down into turn number 1, only 2 laps to go.
He's so there.
Martin Truex Jr. on the back bumper of Jimmy Johnson. Here we go, down the straightaway. Throwing it into turn number 2. Truex knows this is his race to win, and Johnson knows it's his race to lose. He's got to block Truex.
He's got to eventually make a move.
He's still got 1 more lap to do it if he can't get it done here.
He's kind of lost some ground.
Is just keep running his lane, and Truex cannot get by him here. He actually lost a little bit in that corner. Could Jimmy Johnson pull off the miracle and keep Truex behind him?
Got 1 lap.
Truex Jr. with 1 more lap to do it. White flag is out here at Pocono.
They ran the exact same lap time.
Jimmy Johnson fighting for all he's got as they blow by a lap car there.
Look, I think Gase kind of exploded there, so I think he DNF'd.
Oh, the 19 touched the back bumper of Johnson there.
He's there.
Ooh, Johnson's gonna have to block here in turn number 2.
He's got to make a move somewhere. Time is now.
Truex Jr. Is he gonna try to peek low here? He does. He goes a little bit lower than Johnson. Might have been some contact, but Johnson's able to keep the block.
Caution's
Here
out.
comes MTJ. Will he try the bottom?
Caution is out.
The caution is out. Joey Gase blowing up has handed Jimmy Johnson. Oh wait, they might race back. I forgot, it's 2003 rules. Here we go, Truex. Can he pull out? Johnson blocks him, and Jimmy Johnson will win at Pocono. Jimmy Johnson, with a margin of victory of only 0.08 of a second, tops Martin Truex Jr. with some crazy blocking on the last lap and takes the win here at Pocono. Here are your top finishers. You see a lot of normal names in there, but Kenseth got him a better finish than usual. Keselowski had a really tough day, but still got a 16th out of it. David Reagan had a good day in 19th, even though he fell back a lot. Kyle Busch, the struggles continue for him as he finishes 22nd in this race. And of course, Joey Gase, with those engine troubles, finishes in 36th. He was your last place finisher. And yeah, that's the rest of it, guys. Next up is going to be Indianapolis, and it will also be a highlight video before we go to Martinsville, and it'll be back to normal race. And you guys aren't going to miss any of them. See ya.